Welcome back to the channel. I'm Alex Carter, and today, we're heading to the world's most dangerous mountains. These peaks are where nature rules, and every step is a battle for survival. From the death zone of the Himalayas to the icy giants of the Alps, we'll uncover what makes these summits so perilous. Grab your gear, let's count down the most perilous peaks on Earth. Our journey begins with Mount Everest, the highest point on Earth, soaring to an awe-inspiring 8,848 meters above sea level. Known as the roof of the world, Everest is more than just a mountain. It's a symbol of nature's raw power and the ultimate challenge for adventurers and dreamers alike. For centuries, its snow-capped peak has captured the imagination of explorers, poets, and mountaineers from every corner of the globe. The sheer scale of Everest is humbling, its presence dominating the landscape and the hearts of those who dare to approach. At these dizzying heights, the air is so thin that every breath is a struggle. Climbers must rely on supplemental oxygen just to survive, and even then, each step forward feels like running a marathon at sea level. The lack of oxygen saps your strength, clouds your mind, and makes even the simplest tasks feel monumental. Frostbite, exhaustion, and dehydration are constant threats, and the margin for error is razor thin. Every movement is deliberate, every decision critical, as the mountain tests your resolve with every upward stride. Above 8,000 meters lies the infamous death zone, a place where the human body cannot acclimatize and survival becomes a race against time. Here, your body is literally dying, starved of oxygen, and altitude sickness can strike with terrifying speed, turning strong climbers into helpless victims within hours. The risk of cerebral or pulmonary edema is ever present, and the cold, thin air can cloud your judgment, making every decision a matter of life and death. In the death zone, the mountain reveals its most unforgiving face. Everest's weather is notoriously unpredictable. In a matter of minutes, clear skies can give way to howling winds and blinding snow. Storms can trap climbers without warning, turning a hopeful summit push into a desperate fight for survival. Temperatures can plummet to deadly lows, and visibility can vanish in an instant, leaving climbers disoriented and exposed to the elements. The mountain's mood can shift without notice, and those who are unprepared may pay the ultimate price. One of the most treacherous obstacles on the climb is the Khumbu Icefall, a constantly shifting maze of towering ice blocks and deep hidden crevasses. Crossing this frozen labyrinth requires nerves of steel and absolute focus. Ladders span yawning gaps, and the ice groans and shifts beneath your feet, threatening to collapse at any moment. One wrong move can be fatal, and every climber who passes through knows they are at the mercy of the mountain's ever-changing ice. Despite the overwhelming risks, Everest's allure is irresistible. The mountain calls to those who seek adventure, pushing them to their physical and mental limits. Each step is a testament to human determination, and every climber who attempts the summit must confront their deepest fears and doubts. The journey is grueling, but the reward is a sense of accomplishment that few will ever know. Everest demands respect, humility, and unwavering resolve from all who dare to climb her slopes. In the end, Everest is not just a mountain, it is the ultimate test of the human spirit. To stand atop the roof of the world is to witness the extraordinary power of nature, and to discover the extraordinary strength within yourself. Next, we face K2 in the Karakoram, a mountain that commands both awe and fear from even the most seasoned climbers. Known as the Savage Mountain, K2 rises to 8,611 meters, making it the second highest peak on Earth. But height alone doesn't define its reputation. K2 is infamous for its sheer difficulty and the unforgiving nature of its slopes. This is a peak even deadlier than Everest. Its pyramid-like summit pierces the sky, surrounded by swirling clouds and unpredictable weather. The mountain's steep faces and knife-edge ridges have claimed the lives of many who dared to challenge it. For every 4 who reach the summit, one never returns. The death rate here is staggering, a grim statistic that haunts every expedition. Memorials and prayer flags at base camp serve as a sobering reminder of the cost of ambition on K2. Its steep, technical routes demand absolute focus and skill. The infamous bottleneck, a narrow couloir beneath massive overhanging seracs, forces climbers to traverse beneath tons of unstable ice. Every step here is a gamble, with avalanches and falling ice a constant threat. K2's storms are relentless, often pinning climbers down for days at a time. Winds can roar at over 100 kilometers per hour, tearing at tents and draining morale. The mountain's weather can change in an instant, turning a clear day into a life-or-death struggle for survival. Its remoteness only adds to the danger. Deep in the Karakoram, far from civilization, rescue is nearly impossible. Helicopters struggle to reach these heights, and climbers must be self-reliant, knowing that help is days away if it comes at all. The psychological toll is immense. Isolation, exhaustion, and the ever-present risk of disaster weigh heavily on every climber's mind. Many write farewell notes, just in case they don't return. The 2008 disaster, where 11 climbers died in a single day, is a stark reminder of K2's brutality. A series of avalanches and accidents turned triumph into tragedy, underscoring how quickly conditions can spiral out of control. On K2, the margin for error is razor thin. A single misstep, a moment's lapse in judgment can mean the difference between life and death. The mountain punishes the slightest mistake with finality, yet for those who succeed, standing atop K2 is more than a personal victory. It's a pilgrimage to the edge of human possibility, a testament to courage, resilience, and the unbreakable spirit of adventure. Towering above the clouds in central Nepal, Annapurna 1 is a mountain that commands both awe and fear. Known as the Avalanche Queen, this peak has earned a reputation for being one of the most dangerous and unpredictable mountains on Earth. Its slopes are infamous for unleashing deadly avalanches without warning, making every step a gamble with fate. Climbers from around the world are drawn to its formidable beauty, but they know that Annapurna's challenges are unlike any other. Annapurna Y holds the highest fatality to summit ratio among all 8,000-meter peaks, a sobering statistic that haunts every expedition. The base camp is lined with memorials to those who never returned, a stark reminder of the mountain's unforgiving nature. Even the most experienced mountaineers approach Annapurna with humility, knowing that the margin for error is razor thin. The mountain's steep, sheer faces are constantly shedding snow and ice, creating a landscape in perpetual motion. Massive cornices and unstable seracs loom overhead, threatening to collapse at any moment. The sound of cracking ice and distant avalanches is a constant companion, echoing through the thin air. For those who dare to climb Annapurna, every route becomes a race against time and luck. Weather can shift in an instant, turning a clear day into a whiteout blizzard. Climbers must move quickly and decisively, always aware that hesitation can be fatal. The mountain tests not only physical endurance but also mental resilience and teamwork. The legendary south face of Annapurna is especially notorious. This towering wall is a graveyard of avalanches where snow and ice thunder down with terrifying force. Few have dared to attempt this route, and even fewer have succeeded. The south face has humbled some of the world's greatest climbers, earning its reputation as one of the most difficult and dangerous climbs on the planet. Many expeditions have ended in retreat, with exhausted climbers forced to turn back in the face of relentless danger. Annapurna's slopes are littered with the stories of those who tried and failed, a testament to the mountain's power to break even the strongest spirits. The monsoon brings heavy snowfall, creating deep, unstable layers that can trigger massive avalanches. Each new storm adds to the risk, making the mountain even more unpredictable. The weather here is a force of its own, shaping the fate of every climber who sets foot on Annapurna. With every passing hour, the mountain becomes a ticking time bomb. Clouds swirl around the peaks, obscuring the dangers that lie ahead. Climbers pause, scanning the snowpack for signs of instability, knowing that a single misstep could trigger disaster. The first ascent of Annapurna in 1950 by a French team was a historic triumph, but it came at a steep price. Severe frostbite and tragedy shadowed their success, highlighting the extreme risks involved. Their stories set the tone for all future expeditions. On Annapurna, victory and loss are always intertwined. Annapurna gives nothing away for free. Every summit is earned through hardship, sacrifice, and sometimes loss. The mountain demands total commitment and respect from those who seek to stand on its summit. Yet, despite its dangers, Annapurna remains a beacon for adventurers and dreamers. Its breathtaking beauty and formidable presence inspire awe in all who see it. Annapurna is not just a mountain, it is a beautiful, deadly force that commands the ultimate respect of all who dare to challenge it. In Pakistan, Nanga Parbat, the Killer Mountain, stands apart for its scale and danger. Its Rupal face is the highest on Earth, a 600-meter wall that dwarfs climbers. Unstable glaciers, avalanches, and sudden storms make every route perilous. Early expeditions suffered horrific losses, cementing its deadly reputation. Even today, Nanga Parbat tests endurance and humility. It's a stark monument to nature's power and human fragility. Kanchenjunga, straddling Nepal and India, is revered and feared. Its remoteness makes rescue nearly impossible, and the trek to base camp is a challenge in itself. Massive avalanches and unpredictable weather threaten every ascent. Climbers must traverse exposed ridges at extreme altitude, often turning back just shy of the summit. Out of respect for local beliefs, most stop short of the true summit. Kanchenjunga is a wild giant that fiercely guards its secrets. The Matterhorn, the Alps' iconic pyramid, is as deadly as it is beautiful. Steep, technical routes and loose rock make every move dangerous. Rockfall and sudden storms are constant threats, and crowded routes add to the risk. The first ascent ended in tragedy, with 4 climbers falling to their deaths. The Matterhorn demands skill, experience, and respect. It's an icon with a deadly edge. In Alaska, Denali, the Great One, presents Arctic extremes and relentless cold. Low barometric pressure makes it feel even higher, and frostbite is a constant threat. Climbers haul their own gear, adding to the physical toll. Ferocious storms can trap teams for days, and altitude sickness is a real danger. Expeditions last weeks, exposing climbers to prolonged hardship. Denali is a wild, unforgiving giant that demands total commitment. The Eiger's north face, Nordwand, is a legendary wall of danger in the Swiss Alps. Brittle rock and constant rockfall make every step a gamble. The face traps storms, turning climbs into battles for survival. Its history is filled with tragedy, earning it the name Murder Wall. Even today, the Nordwand is a vertical labyrinth that tests skill and nerve. The Eiger is a place where consequences are as high as the stakes. Antarctica's Mount Vinson is less technical but brutally hostile. Temperatures plunge to -40, and the wind can freeze exposed skin in seconds. Its isolation is profound. Rescue is nearly impossible. The endless daylight and dry air add to the challenge. Climbing Vinson is about endurance and survival in an alien world. To summit is to conquer a continent of ice and solitude. Mont Blanc, the highest in Western Europe, is deceptively deadly. Its accessibility lures the unprepared, but rockfall, sérac collapse, and sudden storms claim many lives. The Grand Couloir is notorious for rockfall, and altitude sickness is a real risk. Many underestimate the mountain and pay the ultimate price. Mont Blanc is a beautiful giant that demands respect and preparation. It remains a white killer, never to be underestimated. That's our journey to the world's most dangerous peaks. These mountains test courage, resilience, and respect for the wild. If you enjoyed this adventure, subscribe and join our community of explorers. Until next time, stay adventurous, stay curious, and never stop exploring.